before we start anything, I'll show you my profile page in a moment. If you see the way my office is set up here, you can see that behind me I have a backdrop. The backdrop happens to have this picture here of, if I just show you very quickly, Blade, my favorite movies, Blade 2 actually. And then you've got a screen behind me where I'm just looking at the news, and I've got a few other bits and pieces. Why is this here on my microphone? To prove that I'm in business. This is not a fakey green screen where if I put my head back, only my chin is showing when it comes back. This is my real office to show you exactly what I have. And it's very important that you do this, because nowadays online, this is respected by people, that you're not faking it, and this is your real way of doing stuff. Look at people's profiles, especially on high-end conferences where we're just against a black wall or blank wall, or we've got a lot of rubbish in the backdrop. It means, yes, they're working from home, but it also means that they don't seem to take enough effort in what people can see, because people are picking up all the time things around you that they want to work with or don't want to work with as well. So now you should be able to see my screen. On there, you can see a picture of me. Here you've got my profile. Now, the reason I've got a profile picture of me at work with a microphone is because I want people, if they just glimpse at me, to see that I'm an entertainer, an engager, a speaker, and I've got some kind of credibility. Not just a picture of me smiling, because that could be anything and anyone. It's a wasted opportunity, in my opinion, to sell what it is that I do. And here, when we go to my backdrop, just like when you saw my office, it's got Speak on Stage, my website for training people, and it's also got evidence of me working in front of thousands of people on a big stage. And you see the two monitors here. Now, when you go further down, you can see my profile, virtual broadcaster and speaker. Yes, that has been altered to fit in with a new paradigm of people now broadcasting online, speaking online. That didn't happen before. People didn't take it seriously unless you're a proper news TV anchor. But now everyone's doing Zoom calls and webinars and so on. So I wanted to make sure that that was there. And I did it a long, long time ago. As soon as we started going to lockdown, I realized that there were no gigs for a while, maybe a year. So this is what I wanted to make sure. Now, what you have to realize is in the search bit here, everything you have in the search is actually related to being like a Google search engine. So if you're looking for somebody, the more that they have of that title, the more they'll show up. So it's worth optimizing your entire profile here. So I've got public speaker coach, I've got virtual broadcaster and speaker, online presentation skills for leaders, and motivating remote teams. These are not by accident. They're all chosen. So if somebody puts these in as keywords, I'll show up. But it's not enough to have it there. You have to have it all the way down in your profile, which I'll show you in a moment. Here you can see on your LinkedIn profile there, I've got the things I've been working on, some things you can look at. The profile views I've had recently, video views today, and search appearances, 61,000 followers. And here you can see my existing profile. But if you go further down, there's one where I'm working with the United Nations, which is still current, Speaker Academy. But look at the amount of times that the word speaker comes up, and speaking, public speaking, keynote speaking. Now, you might not be a speaker, that's fine, but your profile has to have a lot more of who you are and what you do if you want to show up in search engines. See, there's me winning an award for being a best speaker in the region. And speaker, there and there, entertainment, host and presenter, all the way through my career, you can see it there, and that's all gold. Now, you've got to present it in a way that people can not only check it out, but see evidence. So therefore, you need to have pictures and videos and evidence. Now, this is my connections. You're only allowed to have 30,000 connections on LinkedIn, but you can have a ton of followers. So I've got 31,000 followers and 30,000 connections. So I always have to make sure the connections are the ones that I can see and check and relate to. Everybody else just shows up as a list of people behind you. So you want to make sure those connections are right. Now, 61,000 isn't a huge amount. It's not bad. It's not a huge amount. So why is it important? Because the 61,000 I have are people who are all interested in public speaking of the various industries that relate to the stuff that I do. I don't add people by accident. I add them because I know there's a business relationship between us. Now, I know lots of people who've got 500,000 followers and, really a ton of followers. But what they post is stuff that people like watching. Now, that's great because it means you get tons of interaction. People love what you do and they connect with you. But the only challenge that you have is it doesn't mean that they're actually going to do any business with you. So if you're posting cats that get rescued from a tree by a fireman saying, doesn't matter how big you are, you should always be there for the little guy. Well, that's great. People will love it. But then when you say to people, oh, by the way, I'm an electrician. Will you do business with me? They'll go, oh, I didn't know what you did. Oh, okay. Well, if I need one and I can fly you in across the world, maybe I will. What you need to do is every post you have should relate to exactly what it is that you want to share with people. People should know who you are, what you do, and find that that is relevant. Talk to you in a bit.